Peace sounds beautiful until protecting it requires disappointing somebody. Everybody says they want peace, but peace has a price. Sometimes the price is access. Sometimes the price is an argument you refuse to continue. Sometimes the price is a relationship. Sometimes the price is being misunderstood. Sometimes the price is admitting that a familiar environment is not healthy just because you know how to survive inside it. Tap the screen if you have ever known something was draining you but kept going back anyway. Peace is not just candles, vacations, music, and quiet rooms. Peace is also a decision. It is deciding what cannot enter your life anymore. The disrespect, the chaos, the constant emergencies, the gossip, the manipulation, the conversations that leave you questioning your worth, the people who only contact you when they need something. You cannot keep inviting chaos into your life and then wonder why peace never stays. That does not mean every disagreement is toxic. Healthy relationships have conflict. People disappoint each other. People make mistakes. But there is a difference between conflict and a pattern. A mistake can be repaired. A pattern becomes a lifestyle. Share this with somebody who keeps calling a repeated pattern just a bad day. Black people are often praised for resilience. We know how to keep moving. But resilience can become dangerous when it convinces you that because you can survive something, you should keep tolerating it. You can survive disrespect. That does not mean you should. You can survive a terrible workplace. That does not mean you should remain forever. You can survive one-sided relationships. That does not make them healthy. Your ability to withstand pain does not make pain your assignment. Follow if you are learning that strength includes knowing when enough is enough. Protecting your peace may require disappointing people who had unlimited access to you. That can feel uncomfortable. You may hear, "You never answer anymore. You have changed. You think you are better than everybody. You used to be there for me." Sometimes the correct response is internal. Yes, I changed, because being available to everybody was making me unavailable to myself. You cannot answer every call, solve every crisis, attend every event, carry every secret, loan every dollar, absorb every emotion. At some point, the person disappearing from your own life will be you. Peace means making room for yourself again. Right. Peace requires boundaries in the comments. Boundaries are not punishments. They are instructions. This is how you can interact with me. This is what I will accept. This is what I will not accept. This is what happens if the line continues to be crossed. The difficult part is not creating the boundary. The difficult part is maintaining it after somebody becomes upset. That is where most boundaries die. You say no, they push, you feel guilty, you explain, they push again, you surrender. Now they have learned that your no means pressure me longer. Consistency teaches people how seriously to take your limits. You do not need anger to maintain a boundary. You need follow-through. Peace also requires boundaries with yourself. That part gets ignored. You cannot blame your phone for taking your peace if you pick it up every 3 minutes. You cannot blame gossip if you keep entering the conversation. You cannot blame the ex if you keep checking the page. You cannot blame the news if you consume it from the moment you wake up until you sleep. Sometimes protecting your peace means protecting yourself from your own habits. Like this, if you needed that reminder. You do not have to know everything happening everywhere. You do not need an opinion on every controversy. You do not need to attend every digital argument. Your attention is a resource. Spend it like one. The world contains an endless supply of things that can upset you. If you give all of them access, your emotional state will never belong to you. Choose what deserves your energy. That is not ignorance. That is discernment. There are issues that require attention. There are responsibilities that require action. But being constantly emotionally activated is not the same as being effective. You can care and still rest. You can be informed and still have boundaries. You can advocate and still experience joy. Protecting your peace also means becoming comfortable with silence. You do not need the last word. Some arguments continue because both people are fighting for the final sentence. Let them have it. Winning every argument is an expensive hobby. Sometimes the win is leaving the conversation with your dignity and your blood pressure intact. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you. Do not spend your whole afternoon proving yourself to someone who decided what they wanted to believe before you spoke. Share this live with the person who needs permission to stop arguing with people committed to chaos. Before you leave, identify one thing repeatedly disturbing your peace. A person, a habit, an app, a conversation, a responsibility, a place. Then ask what boundary would reduce the disturbance. Do not make peace abstract. Make it practical. Maybe peace is muting the notifications. Maybe peace is ending contact. Maybe peace is no longer lending money. Maybe peace is refusing to discuss your private life. Maybe peace is leaving on time. Maybe peace is getting help. Repeat this to yourself. My peace is worth protecting. I do not have to remain available to prove that I care. I do not have to participate in every argument. I do not have to tolerate repeated disrespect because I survived it before. My resilience does not require continued suffering. I can love people and create distance. I can be informed without becoming consumed. I can say no and remain a good person. Peace is not weakness. Peace is a standard, and I will stop apologizing for protecting it.